Good morning. I'm leaving Fuente de Cantos and going through Calçadilla de los Barros. The goal today is, of course, go to Calçadilla de los Barros and then reach Zafra. It shouldn't be too far, and I think I still have another village, another town when I'm arriving close to Zafra, so it shouldn't be too bad. I think from here to Calçadilla is around 6k, 7k, 7 kilometers. Then from there to the other town that I forgot the name, my apologies, I think it's around 14 kilometers, and then you have 4 more kilometers to Zafra. Zafra is a very nice city, nice things to do, so let's see if I can reach there. Today is a little bit cold but very pleasant. It's 6 degrees, so I'm wearing 3 layers and feeling comfortable. As a pilgrim wannabe, I watched other videos to get the date, time and temperature. It helped me understand the season's weather, daylight and conditions along the Camino. I tested all my layers during the colder but more stable fall and winter in Boston, using my smartphone's temperature readings to decide what to wear. They were useful, but often reflect an average from nearby weather stations or forecast models. I wasn't sure how accurate those readings would be in the remote areas of the Camino, so I brought a small, light, and inexpensive Bluetooth thermometer. Its readings were also visible on my smartphone, making it easy to compare both values. On that day, for example, the smartphone app showed 7 degrees Celsius, while the thermometer app read 12.3. I was comfortable in 3 layers, but if I had paid closer attention, I probably could have managed with just 2. I didn't realize it at the time, but the thermometer also shows relative humidity and dew point. These readings could help pilgrims, even experienced ones, decide, for example, whether to start the day at the albergue wearing a rain jacket or poncho when the forecast shows a high chance of rain. Yet, even more important than temperature was the rain. Until then, I had been lucky and hadn't encountered much rain while walking. The biggest challenge was keeping my clothes clean and dry. On the day before, I avoided the dirt roads of the Camino, walking along the parallel paved road instead. When I spoke to Connor in Fuente de Cantos, he told me how challenging the dirt roads were that day, particularly one stream crossing. My fellow pilgrims were already feeling the effects of several days of rain, muddier trails, bigger streams, and tricky crossings. Like Connor, Sabine and Ed also took the dirt roads that day. While I started later and paced myself to rest my legs, even stopping for a relaxed breakfast as the rain fell, they set out early, in the dark, and faced the dirty roads under steady morning rain. Sabine told me the first river crossings were fun, but they soon became a nuisance. After a few more crossings, they reached a pig farm with 2 streams of water mixed with pig manure blocking the way. Sabine asked a farm worker for help, and they crossed in the bobcat's bucket loaded with pig food. But pig manure wasn't their last challenge that day. More river crossings still awaited. I mentioned in a previous video how, as a pilgrim, your body almost doesn't want you to stop. By the end, they went barefoot. They didn't want to stop anymore, worn out from taking their shoes and socks on and off at every crossing. And yet, the hardest crossing was yet to come. The last river was too deep and the current too strong for Sabine to cross, until a Range Rover appeared and carried them over. Even with that and a huge blister she developed on her sole later that day, she described the day as remarkable. Okay, arriving Calçadilha de los Manos, and I am very happy because my left leg that has caused me problems in the last few days is doing well so far. I couldn't be happier because even those short distances are hard. When I did the 42 kilometers and the 35 kilometers, it was easier than this one. Happy indeed, but at this point I still didn't trust my left leg. I thought those first kilometers would be harder, but they weren't, and I took it as a small victory. Still, it didn't feel as normal as the longer distance from the previous days. So I decided to get some anti-inflammatories in Calçadilha. I found a small grocery store and asked about a pharmacy, which wasn't far and would be open in a few minutes. I took the pill still inside the pharmacy while waiting for the nice stamp. I then left Calçadilha, leaving the friendly people behind. With the anti-inflammatory taken and my legs holding up well, I was able to pick up the pace a bit and enjoy the lovely day. The landscape changed a bit after Calçadilla. Along with the open crop fields, there were more trees, and olive groves began to appear. The name Calçadilla is a diminutive of calçada, meaning road or paved way, often referring to an old Roman road. De los Barros literally means of the clays or of the muds. As for my own little dirt road, on such a beautiful day it wasn't bad at all, just a few patches of mud and puddles here and there. Later, the road got a bit muddier as I approached the stream crossing. Nothing too bad, and it was worth it to start seeing vineyards appearing along the path.